Welcome to Hollywood Studios. I'm April and I am your guide to the magic, but wait, we're gonna go back in time to where I was still back in my hotel room. Welcome to my hotel room. Normally I would be saying hello from a park, but this morning I didn't want a rope drop. And that's rare because I like using that time to get a lot of rides done, but there are just some mornings you just wanna take a shower and crawl back into bed and rest for a little bit more. But that doesn't mean you need to miss out on all of the rides, because if you utilize Genie Plus and stack your lightning lanes, you can go into the park later in the day and be able to walk on all your favorite rides. Let me show you how. As you can see at the very top, it is telling me the next time I can book, which is 12:30. So that means I've already been busy stacking my lightning lanes. Normally, I recommend making sure that you have your Genie Plus service purchased prior to 7 a.m. when you can start booking your lightning lanes, but I actually didn't get started until around 8:15, 8:30, and I knew that I wanted to try and get a Slinky Dog Dash before they sold out, and I was lucky enough that I got one for the very end of the night, and so then I had to wait until 10:30 to book my next one. But most of the times weren't far enough out, but you still want to book one anyway because you can modify. I grabbed a Twilight Zone Tower of Terror because it's where I want to start my day, and I think it was around 12:30, and I didn't like that time either, so I waited a little bit longer and I modified that again. Next time I grab a lightning lane, I'll show you how to modify it so you can kind of finesse and get it to the times you want so you're not traversing back and forth all over the parks. When you go into modify your lightning lane selection, oftentimes it's going to show a later time just because as the day is going on, the slots are getting filled up. And so you can modify and change it and just keep doing that if you want to push it back because you're going to arrive at a later time. That's a great way to stack your lightning lanes. But say there's not a whole lot left and you want to see if there's anything earlier, you just have to play the refreshing game. So basically you just stay on that page and you swipe down until hopefully something earlier comes up. I've had it where it's been like a couple hours early. It's never a guarantee. Even when you see it and you tap on it, once it goes to the next page to confirm, sometimes it jumps back to a later time. So it's a bit of a game, but it's worth a try to see if you can get an earlier time. Like I said to you before, I did not get started until about 8, and so I may not have the full capacity of getting as many lightning lanes as I would if I'd started at 7. But I'm not too worried about it. I feel like I'm gonna be able to get all the major rides in, stacking them, and not having to worry about rope dropping, but I need to get ready. My hair is almost air dried, and so we're gonna keep getting ready, and by the time I'm done getting ready, it'll be time for me to make another lightning lane selection. I've just arrived at Hollywood Studios parking lot, and it's almost time to make my next lightning lane selection. So I'm gonna sit tight in my air-conditioned car, and I'll show you how I'm gonna add my next ride. I've already got 2. Let's add the 3rd. Okay, it's 12:30. It says I can book at 12:30, but usually it will say now. There we go. It says now, so I just refreshed it, and Minnie's Runaway Railway, it looks like is the furthest time out. So I'm gonna grab that. Continue. And I'm all set. So I'm gonna make sure that when I go back into my tip board, which is at the top here, it's gonna tell me what time I can make my next Genie selection, which is at 2:30. And so I'm gonna set an alarm just for a minute or 2 before that so I don't miss my next time. So currently right now, I have the 4:30 for that, and I have 2:40 to 3:40 for the previous one. I'm curious what it looks like for Twilight if I modify that. So I'm gonna select that and modify the plan. Look at that, it's actually an earlier time. How about that? I'm gonna drop it down and it says 4:50. I don't know if I want to do it that far out. I was hoping for a start time at 4 o'clock. So I'm gonna do the little swiping game. I just refreshed it. It's still checking availability. Normally it doesn't take that long. That's 4:40, so it's a little earlier. 4:50. 3:45, I'm gonna grab that. Hopefully it's still there. It is. It moved back by 10 minutes, but that's perfect. So 3:55, I'm gonna confirm that change. Perfect. All right, so now my day looks like the first one I will have 4 o'clock to ride Twilight and then head to Mickey's Runaway Railway, and then I can jump in almost immediately at 4:30. So the next time that I'm looking for is going to be, you know, after that 4:30 spot. So starting at 5 to 5:30. So we'll see what we get next. But wait, before I even get out of the car, I make sure I use the car locator feature in the My Disney Experience app to make sure I locate where my car is at the end of the night. Okay, let's hop on the Skyliner and I'm going to show you my favorite treat over at the Riviera Resort. Heading to the studios line right here. I probably won't get to film it just because it looks like it's picking up a little bit. I try not to ask to have an unwrapped cab when it's really busy. If there's not a lot of people, then I'll ask to wait for one because it's a nicer view. It's nicer if I'm filming. But just so you know, if it's not super busy, feel free to ask the cast member if you've got nobody behind you, if you can wait for an unwrapped cab. But yeah, I probably won't film just because I most likely will get a wrapped cab. But all right, it's almost time for our lightning lane, so let's get on over to Hollywood Studios. It's actually great timing. By the time I get over there, I'm going to be able to get right on Tower of Terror. And here's an example. Sorry, I'm going to cut off real quick. You can see there's nobody in this line. It's okay for me to use. Just so you know, if you see an empty line, you can get into it. Alright, I'm in my first lightning lane window, so let's start using all those rides that I've got stacked up. I'm so excited. Have to make a quick pit stop before riding Tower of Terror. If you know what I mean. You know what I mean. So there's one halfway and there's one right next to it. The one right next to Tower of Terror is going to be quite a bit busier. So we're going to stop at this one that's halfway down the street. You can see that stonework down at the end. That's where the other bathroom is. And then we've got this one right here, halfway down the street, and it's generally less busy. So let's take a look at what I have lined up right now. Inside my Disney Experience, it's under My Day. And I love that I'm gonna go back to back to back for some of the 3 biggest rides. The only one that I'm not gonna be able to snag is Rise of the Resistance, of course. That one, you can either stand by or buy an individual lightning lane, and I didn't really feel like spending that money, so I'm gonna hop on that at the very end of the night. Ooh, it's looking like a 75-minute wait here right now. I am so glad I've stacked up these lightning lanes. Now there is a second touch point here at the Tower Hotel. If you are ready to make another lightning lane, you have to wait until you tap through that second one. If you're not sure, you can always ask the cast member at the first tap point if there's a second one. But as soon as you tap in and there's no more, you can make your next lightning lane if it's time.
How many?
One.
You go all the way through for me, please.
Thank you.
Where's my break? I'm calm. I'm calm. You got this?
You unlock this door with the key of imagination. Beyond it is another dimension. A dimension of sound. A dimension of sight. A dimension of mind. You're moving into a land of both shadow and substance, of things and ideas. You've just crossed over into the Twilight Zone.
Hollywood, 1939. Amid the glitz and the glitter of a bustling young movie town at the height of its golden age, the Hollywood Tower Hotel was a star in its own right, a beacon for the show business elite. Now, something is about to happen that will change all that. Like the one we have just witnessed. Tonight's story of the Twilight Zone is somewhat unique and calls for a different kind of introduction. This, as you may recognize, is a maintenance service elevator, still in operation, waiting for you. We invite you, if you dare, to step aboard, because in tonight's episode, you are the star, and this elevator travels directly to the Twilight Zone.
I'm ready for you all. Enjoy your stay.
Next week.
Katie, I believe that you can do this. I also believe that you can do this.
We've got like a whole queue up here, so I know.
Yeah, no, we gotta wait. Also, the first time I rode this ride, I was like, yeah, no, well, great. You got
Ladies and gentlemen, please gather your belongings and watch your step as you exit through the elevator doors. We trust your stay at the Hollywood Tower Hotel.
So it was time for me to make another lightning lane just as I was about to board the ride. So I grabbed, let's see where I'm at here, the Toy Story Mania. That's perfect. 7:15 to 8:15, I can go on that right before I jump on Slinky Dog Dash. So yeah, all right, let's head to our next one, which is Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway. If you're old enough to remember, the great movie ride is what was in the Chinese theater before. A lot of people were really sad when that was closed down for refurbishment to change it to Mickey's Runaway Railway. I think that it could have been kept, and the railway could have been in a different location. But can't really undo what's been done, and it really is a great ride. Let me know in the comments if you wish the great movie ride would have stayed, or if you're okay with the change that has happened here. Also, make sure you take time to look at all the hand stamps. You got Dick Van Dyke, Angela Lansbury, Mrs. Potts from Beauty and the Beast. And then also, just so you know, the lightning lane is to the left. And then standby is going to be here under this little pavilion. And then you'll walk through here. If it's a long line, you'll still be outside, but then you'll eventually go in. This is the point where you join the regular standby line, so you still will have a little bit of a wait, just like you do with Tower Hotel. All right, also tell me in the comments, I've had a debate with my husband about this. Is this a hidden Mickey? I say it is, but he says it's not. But I know for sure this is one right here. So if you look up in the lamp, you can see his side profile.
Hi, Goofy! Tell me, beautiful day for a picnic? Yep, we're off to the park. See you all there. Nothing can stop us now. I don't know how. Then we're very try. Oh, hiya, folks. Want to take a ride on the train? Excuse me, you there? Me? Do you mind helping these good people into the cartoon while I fix this here locomotive?
Yeah, right, because you let's go into the cartoons, that's impossible.
Thanks. Be back in a jiffy to pick you all up.
So, I don't know how this is possible, but I guess it looks like you're going into the cartoon that Goofy just crashed through. So, good luck, have fun. Probably nothing too crazy happens.
There's actually a storyline in the ride about Pluto. Pluto's trying really hard to get the lunch basket back to Mickey and Minnie, so just depending on where you are in the train cars, you might not catch it. So I'll do my best to try to point out where he is in the ride.
Wait, what could possibly go wrong? Oh no! I must have hit that track switch! Wait! This is all my fault! Oh no! Let's get that runaway train! Not a chance!
Hooray, hooray, hooray! Step right up, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls.
That's right. Everyone to your positions. Ready and 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Oh, excellent! You're all waltzing so beautifully together. Now, let's color!
There's a switch! Well, that concludes my guided tour. Hope you had a relaxing ride around the park. And thanks for sticking with me. Hey, picnickers! Told you nothing was gonna go wrong.
Hopefully you were able to catch Pluto throughout. I'm sure there's a couple that I missed because I haven't seen them all. Sitting in the back, I was able to see more than I have before. So it's really fun to have a different point of view to focus on when you've ridden it several times. But all right, it is time to ride Smugglers Run, and I might be doing both the single line and my lightning lane to hopefully see my daughter. Okay. This is currently at 70 minutes, so I plan on hitting this right before park closes. As long as you get in before 9 o'clock, you can ride the ride. But with Rise of the Resistance, you are gambling a little bit because it does go down a lot. So I'm hoping it's still up by the time I go in. Isn't this amazing? It's just the coolest thing, and it's even cooler knowing that my daughter works here for her Disney College program, and I hope I get a chance to run into her. But just a couple of tips. One, most people stop right here for photos, and there's usually a lot of people in the way. They do have a photo pass photographer here, but if you come on this side, you're gonna have a lot less people in your way with a pretty similar view. So definitely come to this side if you're wanting to get a shot with hardly any people in your background. Now, hang on next. I've got a little secret if you don't know. There is a hidden Millennium Falcon here. Okay, as you're coming around to this side, you see the black band? If you follow that all the way down, I'm gonna back up just a little bit and zoom in for you. Right at the base, tucked away, is a hidden Millennium Falcon. So that's a fun little fact you can share with those that you're traveling with, and they will think you are so cool for knowing that little fact. You guys, it's only been an hour, and I'm about to board my third Lightning Lane, which is awesome. So let's go ride.
What? Well, I have to plan my vacation days, and I can't decide where to go.
Darn, we don't get vacation days.
Of course we do. I've always wanted to check out Canto Bight. Maybe win myself a few credits.
Darn, there is no way that Hondo is going to give us vacation days.
Oh, I think he has to.
Okay, listen. Onaka Transport Solutions is about one thing: making Hondo money. How does he make money if you're betting on Fabians, huh?
Well, I'm pretty sure vacation days are part of the employment package.
Where do you think you work? The only way you get time off is if you're fired.
Ah, see? There it is. I told you there was a way.
Technical difficulty. Boring conversation anyway. Another group of flight candidates. Welcome, my friends. Welcome, welcome. What a fine looking group of flying professionals. You remind me of me. But without the bounty on your heads. I recognize a few of you. You've flown for me before. I can't believe you made it back. It's good you made it back. Good for you. We'll talk later. I have to do everything around here. Okay, time to go. So, bye-bye. We better go before he changes his mind. Move along, my friends. Listen carefully and remember. The better you work together, the more you earn.
Yes! Kelsey, hi Kelsey!
Go ask him. Gunners, you clear the path. Pilots, line up behind the train. And engineers, you harpoon that precious cargo. All right, into the cockpit. I hope you are ready, my friends, but to be sure, I will be coming along with you.
For your safety, remain seated and supervise younglings. Por favor, permanezcan sentados y cuide a los niños.
Flight engineers, repair test. Hit your flashing buttons. Good job, engineer. Right pilot, push the flashing button to take off. Pilot on the left, move your stick to fly right and left. I was just about to say that. Pilot on the right, pull back off. Left pilot, hit the boosters. Now let's go with the coaxial. Right pilot, make the jump to light speed. Those heavy guys are protecting the train. Take them out! They've locked onto us. Take evasive action! Gunners, we need to defend ourselves. Open fire! There it is! After that plane! Fire engineers! Fire the harpoons! Excellent! Now, gunners! Shoot the cargo free! Left pilot, brakes! You hit the curve! Well, my friends, that could have been much worse. Okay. Yes, you got one. Excellent, my friends. Now power up the ship. Well, I grab the coaxial. You see, just as I promised, my friend. Come on, let's get another container of coaxial. Pilots, line up behind the train so we can harpoon that last car. Flight engineers, fire the harpoons and reel us in. Gunners, shoot the train. Yes, keep mashing those controls. The cargo's breaking. Keep shooting. Good job, my friends. Yes. We got the coaxial. I will grab it. You keep up to the train. Right. Oh, that's really. Things are getting so hot. I'm ready to get out of here. Yes. A distraction. Fire the missiles at the train. Hurry. The Star Destroyer is collapsing. Left pilot, hit the boosters. Boost. Look. We're done. Let's get out of here. Yes, Chewie will pilot us in remotely. You retrieve 2 containers of coaxium. This would greatly help the resistance. You have heard the First Order and made Chewie proud. Now, after my modest prophecy,
Your cut, minus what you owe me for piloting the Falcon, is... Hey, not bad. R5, damage report. Engine failure, all right. Hyperdrive leak, that is not good. All right, I'm making an executive decision. Everybody out. Go on, get out.
Right this way, crew. Make sure to have your cargo.
All available techs, we have a Corellian freighter that needs immediate transport back to the maintenance bay. This thing has seen better days. Better fix all that before the Wookiee sees it.
I think you destroyed the ship middle.
You did really good. Good job.
Yeah, I think we told him that.
Unfortunately, I did not see my daughter with the lightning lane route. There's 14 different locations that they can be in, but when I was in the holding room, I heard, "You're Haley's mom," and so I got to meet one of her friends, which was super cool. So I'm gonna go through the single rider line just to see if maybe I pass her that way, but I'll come back again just to see. So if you ride single rider, you will be split up. So don't come into the line with a group of people thinking you'll get to ride together. It's not gonna happen. So just know that, but you do get on a lot quicker. The other caveat is you're not gonna be pilot. You're most likely gonna be in the back and be an engineer. So if you're okay with that, go the single rider route. And just so you know too, there's two options. You can go right or you can go up and left. I think that was quicker. I'm gonna go left, and then the next time I'll go right to see if I can find my daughter. But just so you know, when you come to that point, you have two options. And from what I've heard, this one's a little quicker, but we will see. This is my daughter.
Yeah. So I'll have my first two from this party. You'll come forward, please. Alright.
You and me.
Kyle's got our engineers. Alright, follow me, recruit.
4, 5, 6. Oh, I'm definitely tall enough.
You are definitely tall enough.
I am.
It's always good to check. You never know. Alright, right behind this line from the crew, two in my first row. You're my two pilots. Two in my second row, you're my gunners. Two in my left row, you're engineers. Side by side, friends. Two in each row, side by side. Thank you. Alright, you're gonna head down that hallway for me.
me here if you want. It's okay.
I probably won't be able to get you in, so I'm gonna send you.
Okay. Alright.
Hi, love you.
Love you too.
Alright, crew, you can head down the hallway for me, please. That makes so much more sense now.
Great job, man. Great job. Alright, happy done this before? No? Alright, so who? I think you'll be my supervisor. You're gonna be the gunner? Alright, you're going left to go left, right? You're gonna push forward to go down, and then pull back to go up. You're pressing those flash buttons, so shoot whatever gets in our way, and then I know you know what you're doing. You've been here several times.
Several times.
Alright, you guys are all...
I ended up going through one more time because I realized I didn't get my hug because I'm leaving tomorrow, and so I want to make sure that I get a hug before I left. So I wrote it one more time and got that great big hug. But hey, Chewy's here. You want to keep an eye out because there's roaming characters, and this is really cool.
Guys and girls, everyone, just so we're aware, there is no line to meet Chewbacca. We are on a mission.
And just be aware that the characters aren't out and doing like meet and greets. They're interacting, you're in their world, and so just know that you may not get a photo, no signatures, nothing like that here in Batu. Alright, so looking at my 2 lightning lanes that I have, technically I can make another one. I'm not sure what other rides I would want to make with because I've booked all the major ones. My plan is I had a little gap for supper, so it has just worked out so great. I'm probably gonna get in line for Toy Story Mania at 8 so that I can get over to Slinky Dog Dash. I'm rethinking this. This is kind of how I assess, so I'm gonna think out loud with you. I'm probably gonna get in line for Toy Story Mania before 8 so I can get on Slinky Dog Dash in time so I can get back over to Rise of the Resistance to get in line at 9 o'clock. So that's my plan. So I'm gonna get something to eat right now and try to get over to Toy Story Mania before 8 o'clock. So I'm enjoying my Ronto wrap. You can get it at Ronto Roasters during the day as well. That's when that's closed, you can get it over here. But my alarm just went off to make another Lightning Lane selection, and there really is anything. Star Tours, Muppets 3D are all basically walk-ons. Yeah, so I maxed out what I really could do. Rock and Roller Coaster would be the only other one that I did, like the big ones, but that's closed right now. But I would have been able to get it. So stacking lightning lanes is just a fantastic way to have a nice quiet morning, and then just come in the evening, because the parks are just a totally different feel in the evening too, especially in the summertime. If you don't want to be out in the heat and you just want to come in the evening, just stack up those lightning lanes and enjoy your evening and just walk right on the rides. So all right, I'm going to finish this. We're going to head it over to Toy Story Land. Transitioning out of Star Wars Galaxies Edge into Toy Story Land. This is such a fun space at night with all the lights, especially like the oversized holiday lights that Andy has strung up across his yard. I'm gonna go through the whole land because there is one thing I have time to do, and I think it makes it the best day ever. I have time to get a Num Num cookie, but I'm not gonna eat it until later. So there's one thing that you should always have, and a little tip for me: always carry a quart-size Ziploc bag for you to take treats that you're not gonna finish right away. Because oftentimes you don't get containers, or if you do, they're just big and bulky. So I always carry one of these in my bag. So I'm gonna go get a Num Num cookie to eat on the way out of the park after my next 2 Lightning Lane rides. So just a little tip, you can actually enter the Lightning Lane line 5 minutes prior to your start time and 15 minutes after your end time. So if you're running a little bit late, you'll still be able to utilize your lightning lane time. But for me, I'm gonna enter the Slinky Dog Dash as soon as I can. So it's 8:20 my start time, but I can actually start getting in line at 8:15. I want to get in there as soon as I can so that I can get back over to Rise of Resistance before park closes. And if I'm lucky, maybe even squeeze in one more single rider line to see if I can see my daughter one last time. But just a little tip to help you plan in your day. Okay, so I have my Num Num cookie acquired. It's in my bag. I'm gonna save that for later. And I've just been enjoying the sights and sound here in Toy Story Land. Time to ride Toy Story Mania, and I'll link a video below that I love to watch to unlock Easter eggs and stuff and try to get as many points as you can. I'm pretty competitive. I don't know if you are or not, but yeah, it's fun to watch. And so next time you come, you can see if you can unlock some of the screens that you're shooting against. So let's go ride.
Hello, welcome in.
Thank you. Well, it looks like even the standby lane is pretty quiet tonight. Oh, okay. There's still a little bit of a wait, but not for me. I'm just gonna keep on walking through, I guess.
My next party, I'll be waiting behind that white line.
Partners, welcome to the practice game. Go ahead, hold the train. Watch those pies. So many pies. Hey, can't take this kind of pressure.
I got best in vehicle. Wasn't my highest score, but it was still good. Got a little bit of time, but I'm gonna enter the Slinky Dog Dash lightning lane as early as I can. So let's head there next. 8:09, not quite time. So let's just hang tight, and as soon as it turns 8:15, we'll tap in. This isn't a high-speed coaster, but it's probably the best, like, family-friendly one where it has a lot of thrills for kids, but not as much for parents, but everybody still enjoys it, so I can't wait to ride it.
I'm almost not tall enough for this ride. No, I'm almost not tall enough. Okay, last time we were here, we got lost.
How many? One? Awesome. Right hand side. Have fun.
Little hidden Mickey that I'll share with you. I've done a series on this as well, but in this video, if you look right there, you can see the top of Mickey ears in the hole punches. I'll give you one more. If you head over to the right side of Andy's drawing, if you look at the clouds, you'll see another hidden Mickey. That is such a fun ride. All right, I have plenty of time to get to Rise of the Resistance. I'm just debating if I can make it to Smugglers Run one more time. I'll let you know what I decide. Thankfully, it's really quiet, so I'm not battling crowds, so I'll just be there in a few seconds. I think I can do it. I want to see my daughter hopefully one more time. The odds are slim, but if there's always a chance, I would risk missing Rise of the Resistance for the chance to see my daughter one last time. But like I said, the odds are not in my favor, but we're gonna give it a go. Okay, single rider is actually down at the end of the night because it said the standby was 5 minutes. This may put a little glitch in me getting to Rise, but it's worth the risk.
Secret base on Pucara. I'll regroup with you there. The Resistance desperately needs your help in our fight against Kylo Ren and the First Order. Remember, it is vital that you keep the location of the Pucara base secret. Lieutenant Beck, one of our top commanders, will lead you.
Affirmative. Transport is ready. Line Nom and I shall personally see them delivered.
Thank you, Lieutenant. Welcome to the cause. May the Force be with us.
Commander Pearl Dameron and a squadron of X-Wings shall escort us to the rendezvous point on Pucara.
Roger. This is Black Leader. I hear you're a fine-looking group of recruits. Oh, no time to waste. Let's get you on your way to the general.
I don't want to get captured.
Hurry, all recruits to transport. No need for safety gear.
Right here. Perfect. Just stay right here for me. Just stay right here.
Deck is in motion. Recruits crossing to transport.
Initiate replay sequence on deck 3 for Picard.
Just
Well, this is the risk you take by waiting till the end of the night. We were just about to board the transport and it went down, and it's not going to come back up tonight. So they're giving everybody a recovery lane to use tomorrow, but I'm flying home. All right, so it would have been the best day ever if I got that in as well, but it is what it is. It's a super technical ride, and so sometimes it happens. If you do what I did and wait till the end of the day, that's just the risk you take of it going down and not being able to ride it. So anyway, I have my Num Num cookie as consolation, and so I'm going to enjoy that tonight. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this content. If you want to see more, let me know in the comments. If you haven't yet, subscribe, give this a like. It will help my channel out a lot, and share it out to others that might enjoy this as well. Thanks so much, and we'll see you next time.